So how and in what way can an arts-based approach to learning and education help in leadership development and in the education of training of future generations? We've come to an inflection point in our world where the acquisition of knowledge and data is simply not enough to move the needle on some of the most pressing issues of our time. We've seen in recent unfoldment of political decisions, democracy, climate change, that people fundamentally make decisions often from a very emotive level and at a deeply personal level that resonates with their own values, culture, and worldview. It's not enough to simply think that just by the accumulation of more data and knowledge that we're going to change the needle on the most important issues of our time. We have all the information out there about climate change, for example, and all the things that we need to do to get to net zero. And yet still, as individuals, as corporations, as companies, we're not doing sufficient and certainly not at a quick enough speed. So we need to be able to get to people at a more emotional, personal, human-centered level. We need to understand the drivers, the emotions, the values that inform how people make decisions. And to my mind, engaging in arts, culture, and creative education and experiential learning is the way to access that deeper place. There's too many, to my mind, superficial approaches about how we're looking at a lot of these issues. We stick people in front of PowerPoint presentations and think that simply by scaring them with facts, they're somehow going to be able to make a different set of decisions. But until we actually, get off our butts and move and think about and actually take action on the most fundamental aspects of our world and the big changes that need to be made, we're never going to make progress. And such approaches really lend themselves to a much more 360 view of how we show up as people and critically how we go from an idea in our head into fundamentally changing our behavior. And it is approaches that use arts and creative approaches to learning that take people out of their usual comfort zone of how they like to think and to experience a deeply more embodied learning experience that will enable them to literally take action on the things that we need to change in our world today.